Welcome back to this channel of Freedom. Today is supposed to be a great day for our country, Nigeria, but as it is, the masses have been robbed of joy and everything. So what we have to do is just focus on what we are doing and forget about whoever is leading the country and just think about what we can do for our nation, our people, and humanity at large. And today, we want to show you one of the secrets of free energy pulse motor generation. In this video, I want to reveal to you 5 basic secrets of free energy system, pulse motor, I mean to say. One, from this video, you can see we have this starter core. It is more of an air core system. This is a triggering unit. So it's on capacitors that stored energy to power this triggering unit. This is our source, the reactive charge collector, and this happens to be the reed switch, and this meter shows the current consumed by this motor. So do not pause this video or stop watching until you lay your hands on these 5 basic secrets of free energy pulse motor generation. Now we have to get this started. From this, we are going to introduce to you the first secret, which is making your pulse motor flywheel as wide as possible. If you must generate free energy from your pulse motor, know that the first principle is to make sure you have a wider flywheel that can harness the energy of the environment. The wider, like we say, the better. Once you can do this, achieving a stronger torque at the center will be as easy as ABCD. So that's the first concept. Remember the force distance relationship and the impact of your radius. So if you lay your hands on this, knowing fully well that the top quality of this pulse motor system is usually because of quality of materials and some other things, is usually very poor and produces lesser force. But if you can translate the small force into a wider flywheel, actually you can generate energy, free energy from this system. So that's it for the first secret you must know. Make sure your flywheel is as wide as possible. The second principle here will be demonstrated as we kickstart this motor, and you will see this secret in action. And that secret says make sure your starter core is as flat as possible. The shorter or the flatter the starter core produces a stronger flux lines. Let me show you what I mean. You can see how this thing is. The distance from here to here will actually means that this line of flux will move from here up to this place, then outside. But when you have something that is shorter, it means all the whole flux will be concentrated and it will have a very high pulling effect. So let's put this thing on and see it happen really. So as the motor is on, this is the second part. Now watch. It is vibrating, but the rate of vibration is not as strong as when this thing is inside. That means when the flux is higher, you actually harness stronger flux quality. So for this part, this secret means that your starter core must be designed with a frame that will make it as short as possible so that the whole flux will be concentrated and you will have a stronger pulling effect. As you can watch what is happening here, because of this shortness of the starter frame, it is producing a higher force. Then moving to the second one, you have to learn about axial flux motor. Axial flux BLC motor produces and has one of the major secrets to learn about if you must conquer this giant in front of us. If you must achieve your desired goal of producing free energy from your pulse motor system, axial flux motor means that you utilize both the north and south poles flux. That means the energy coming, the pulling force from the north side of your starter core and the southern side of your starter core is utilized at the same time. So axial flux motor will give you a higher chances of producing free energy using this pulse motor concept. Then another principle you must observe is the principle of using a thicker gauge wires. When you use a thinner gauge wires, your motor will actually accelerate faster with higher voltage, but the torque quality will be minimal. So to achieve a higher torque, which is a higher pulling force, you must go for higher or thicker gauge wires that will consume higher current and at the same time produces higher force. So the thicker the starter coil, the better and stronger force you will produce. Then the last but not the least is you must go for a very strong permanent magnet. The secret of magnet system is that it uses a very powerful magnet, and that is the heart of that electric train. So for you to achieve something that is close to that with this pulse motor that harnesses back EMF and republishes into the system as a usable energy, you also must learn that secret of using very strong and powerful magnets that will also react with your strong magnetic flux coming from the starter of your pulse motor system. When you combine this secret, I don't know what will stop you. You have nothing to worry about. Just study and understand. Look at the current the system is consuming 0.9, 0.76 thereabout, and imagine the pulling effect of this, and you can see because of the diameter how this also is generating energy. As you can see from the center, we embedded in this system an alternator under the flywheel that is generating this energy you're seeing here. So always remember to subscribe and to press the like button. Our goal is to make sure we teach and produce a generation of great thinkers, a generation of people that knows the secret of harnessing the energy of the environment and translating it into useful energy that will mean and will bring about freedom to the people and free energy to all that desires it. Thank you as we meet you in our next video.